Yes. Roscoe Dash. 12 minutes into the hour, man. I can't even remember when we did that one. That was a couple years back. The young man came in here, showed his penmanship, his freestyle prowess, and created a top of the hour promo for Sway in the Morning right there on the spot. And that right there had to be, that was significant because he showed you that he can write or freestyle choruses, hooks, verses, whatever you need on the spot. He's here. He's back. The one and only Roscoe Dash.
What's going on?
Hey, Roscoe.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, man, when I look at what's going on in the rap game today, you know, people are very expressive now, more so than they ever been.
Right.
When you look at the style that people, how they wear their clothes in really eccentric ways, the type of color schemes they tend to, you know, combinate now, which was unheard of just a few years back. And even with their hairstyles, people are starting to be become more daring. And I dare say that this man right here was one of the trendsetters or the trailblazers of this era, and stepping outside of the box, seeing yourself in a different lens and expressing yourself in your own way from your own introspective. And he kind of put fuel in this movement where everybody now is so liberated when it comes to their creativity. Real. Roscoe Dash, ladies and gentlemen. Roscoe Dash.
That,
man, you know, when you first start coloring your hair and had them haircuts, man, we didn't know what was going on, man.
You know, it's funny. I did an interview yesterday. Somebody told me the same thing. I didn't know if I could take you serious, man, at first, but a lot of people don't know, man, you're a good dude. And I was like, yeah, man, you know, I try to be cool. I try to be laid back. I try to be humble. I try to be all that, man. But at the same time, I want people to be comfortable in their own skin. And, you know, I just try to help, whatever way I can do. You know, whatever I can do to help them get through their day or help them be more comfortable in their own skin, I'm with that.
Roscoe Dash, see, this is what I liked about him, too, because to be so young, you like 23 now, 24 now? Oh, you threw that out there like a badge of honor.
It's no shade November, it's showing.
Okay, all right, okay, 24 now. But you've always had a good foresight and vision, even in how you came up with your name and even the work you did before people start knowing who you are. It seemed like do you write down plans?
Nah, not at all. Actually, well, sometimes I do. I'm not gonna say I don't, but I think that a lot of my stuff just comes from the way I'm feeling at that particular point in time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been really focusing on trying to get in tune with myself over the past couple of years and just knowing what's for me and what's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order to do that, you got to go through certain things and you have to, you know, experience certain situations and mess up and not mess up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been doing.
You know, and it's all fact. When you look back in time, you have faced some adversity. I think the biggest one is getting recognition and credit for things that you wrote on. I remember the issue with Lotus Flower Bomb and Wale, and you not getting proper credit. Even with Kanye, what was the
Cruel Summer?
Yeah,
Cruel Summer project. Yep.
But you know what, man? I'll say this though, man, and I got to say this just because we on the record, man. Like, I think way back then, man, I was a little obnoxious. I was a little, you know, arrogant, I guess, to get on Twitter and say the things that I said, even though they came from a good place. You know what I'm saying? Now I know better than to like do that type of stuff when it comes to business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it could have been a phone call. I guess I kind of just felt like they should have called me or whatever because, you know, that's what it was. No, but the only reason why I felt like that was just because it was so much, it was so easy to call me in the first place when you needed the help. You know what I'm saying? Or when you wanted me to come and working on the project. So I just felt like it should have been the same line of communication the whole way through. You know what I mean? And so when I didn't get that, it just kind of made me, I didn't really know how to handle that. I was 22, 21. Like,
21 years old. You know, rule number one,
it's a dirty game.
They can't expect nothing from dudes, you know. But a lot of times you probably learned that sometimes it's not even their fault.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
definitely.
You know, somebody like Kanye got a lot of handlers, you know, or somebody like Wale got handlers, you know.
That's true too.
So they probably thought it was being handled.
Right.
You know, could have been that, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Yeah, and I remember something that was really spotlighted was a little Twitter beef that happened with you and Meek Mill. Did you guys ever just like smooth that out? Did you end up making a phone call?
Nah, you know, the crazy thing about it is we don't even talk about it. And I passed him a couple times and it just, you know, it just is what it is. I think that at first it was kind of misconstrued as a beef. I think later on down the road, the second time around with him and Wale getting into it and me saying something about that, it was more like poking fun.
What did you say about that?
I really just said what he said to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I felt like he was in the same place mentally at that particular point in time that I was when I was making the statements that I was making. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like come on, man, get it together. You can't critique me and not critique yourself at the same time. Like you gotta practice what you preach.
So if somebody were to try to take a jab on you digitally on social media, would you respond now?
Nah, probably not, man. I think that, the best way to be is just non-accessible, man. You just can't be accessible to these people. And, Twitter makes it really easy for it to be the opposite of that. And so you just got to kind of learn how to separate yourself.
Yeah.
Roscoe Dash is hanging out. Go ahead and have this Heather's birthday so she gets
happy birthday.
I got drinks. Oh, you said you're 20-something, right? Okay, because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. After you answer this question for me, thank you so much, though. We were talking earlier today. Sway is going to do something later on and break down his lifestyle and how he got to where he got. Right. And I always feel like there was a defining moment in everyone's life. Now, to your own admission, you said you were younger. What was a defining moment for you to say, you know what, enough of this, like enough of the Twitter stuff, putting everything out on social media. I'm mature now. What was that thing that just said, let me do things different from this point out?
I think it was around just being around the people that I was around when I was coming up. I was fortunate enough to kind of have the right people around me early on. I was signed to Polo at one particular point in time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Working with Kanye, I've been around him and Jay-Z. Even like the other people like Common or Big Sean, who's younger but still mature enough to, stand on his own 2 feet and give you that at the same time.
Yeah.
Like just different people, man. And I think that you kind of just learn how to apply those type of things to your everyday life. Things that you see that you like and things that you see that you don't like, you learn to either stay away from them or, draw them in and use the law of attraction to kind of bring them a little closer to you.
I like that.
So,
I like
Roscoe
that.
Dash,
Law
man.
of attraction.
Wow.
I'm reading
too. You've been
Yeah,
reading,
yeah.
You around them different
Read
folks.
that,
Tony
man.
Robbins.
Okay, look, I want to open up the phone lines. Roscoe Dash is here. If you just to remind you of who he is and some of the hit records that he's been a part of in recent years. We're gonna do a quick medley and then we're gonna talk about the new music. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Roscoe Dash.
Yup.
You have to let that out our chest right there. This boy.
Listen.
Roscoe Dash, man. Sometimes people don't not that they forget because these songs aren't that old.
Yeah, this is true.
But but sometimes they forget.
Yeah.
Right.
That's real. And Roscoe Dash has been the fuel behind a lot of hits of this era. And now you got The Appetizer, your latest release, right?
Yes, sir.
And this been, a couple years in the making now?
Yeah, man. I went on a little hiatus for a while. I ain't put out no music, and I just got kind of tired of talking about it. I got kind of I felt like people were kind of losing interest because of the simple fact that I kept pushing dates back and things of that nature. Like a lot of rappers, when you get new artists every day that are throwing out all this consistent content, you know what I'm saying? And you somebody who's a timeless artist, you still got to be able to be consistent with the consistent people who aren't timeless, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. So what I did was I went and took 2 or 3 records from 2 or 3 different projects I was working on and threw them together on a project and called it The Appetizer.
And that's what this is.
That's what this is.
2 or 3 records on projects you were working on. What are these projects you were working on?
I got my 2.0 project, which is like my independent joint. That was the last joint that I dropped before I got off of Interscope. My Dash Effect 2, which is like my famous Gangsta Grills. And I'm also working on a documentary DVD that comes with a soundtrack called The Untold Story of Roscoe Dash. Soundtrack's called While You Were Sleeping. So it's a little bit of everything on there.
What will I know? What will I learn in this doc that I wouldn't know? Is it something that happened in your life before you became famous?
Yeah, it's a lot of different stuff. I think a lot of people learn like my influences, the things that I do outside of music.
Yeah.
Even like the how I felt about the whole turn up movement and when people started running with it and like what my reaction was to that and like just a lot of different things.
What was your reaction to that?
I was cool with it, to be honest. I was like, oh man, Kevin Hart saying turn up on the BET Awards, Lil Wayne, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with something making progress. Like anything that you do that's making progress, you can't be mad at progress no matter what type of progress it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if something's transparent, if something's persevering or it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's like, how could you be mad at that?
Yeah, Kevin Hart make you mainstream. Kevin Hart mentions your name, your household.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can't get mad at not receiving credit though.
Yeah, that's true. But I think like one thing that I learned is that life is all about perception. It's all about how you look at things. And so even if you don't get credit for something and you know that you're great enough to have placed what you placed wherever it was placed at, that's credit enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they still gonna have to cut the check. So it's like
talk your shit.
It's cool.
Okay, what is your family life like? How did you grow up? Like, you have siblings? Or?
Yeah, I got siblings. I got an older brother, and he's 10 years older than me. He's actually where my producing influences come from. A lot of those. That's my only sibling by my mom. My dad, I have 2 stepbrothers and I have 2 sisters. I'm the youngest out of everybody. So
yeah, so how many of your older siblings have asked you for money? But how many of them say?
You know what's crazy? Surprisingly, bro, my family don't really ask me for money too much.
Yeah,
my mom still be trying to give you money. I'm like,
really? Your mom?
Yeah, man, she still to this day, she still be trying to give me. I want to pay this. Let me pay that. She do it all the time.
Waiting for my daughter to hit it rich.
She be holding it down.
But what about some women that's trying to get in your pockets?
Oh no, my mom ain't having that anyway. I'm good. She trained me right, man. I'm all right.
You single?
Yeah,
you single?
Yeah, I'm single right now.
Yeah. We were talking about, like, I think Fred from Wonga Gunga. So who was sending pics around, dick pics?
Drake.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What? What happened? Wait, hold on.
I don't know if it's. I mean, I didn't see it. I wouldn't look.
Yeah.
Tracy,
supposedly he's got his penis blasted all over the internet. I checked it out. I think it's a little bit too light skinned to be Drake.
Oh, shame.
But have you ever sent a dick pic to somebody?
No, I don't play those games.
Right.
Even with somebody that you love?
Nope, they can't do it. You know what it looked like. I don't need to send no pictures.
Well, you got to send a pic, right? Jasmine in Atlanta. Say hello to Roscoe Dash. What up, Jasmine?
Real rap, Sway.
Hey, Sway, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing, Jasmine?
Good. First and foremost, I want to say happy birthday, lady.
Hey, thank you, Jazz. I love it. Thank you.
I love it. Silly. Sway, I grew up on you, Poppy, so this is really dope. I'm thankful.
That's what's up, man. You grew up on me?
Poppy.
Like Poppy
Oh, my
real.
God.
Poppy, yeah. I grew up underneath you.
Hey,
Yo.
Listen, better stop, all right? I'll come to the show. Don't play with me.
Okay.
Nah, how you doing, Roscoe?
How you doing? I'm laughing at Sway. My bad. That was the cold line. I want to be like Sway when I grow up.
Man. Hang out with your homie, man. All right, what's your call? You got a question for Roscoe, Jasmine?
Nah, really, honestly, I just wanted to call and say hey, and I listen to you guys all the time, and let Roscoe know that you actually was my first concert I went to in Atlanta.
Oh.
I don't know if you recall the one you did with Flow Rider.
Oh, yeah,
You know what
okay.
I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's been a
my
while.
brother got me tickets for that, and so I just want to say thank you. And I turned up on a lot of your songs in high school, man. Me and my best friends, we was getting into your jam. So
I appreciate that. We got some more on the way. I appreciate that positive energy this morning, too.
You get the appetizer. Get the appetizer. That's out now.
I am, and let me tell you, I want to say thank you for your positive energy. You know, my mom has always told me about the perception is everything.
Yeah,
so
that's real.
that you got that, you're a lot more ahead than some people in this world. So
I appreciate that.
DB, what's going on? Man?
Hey, can we get a picture, Jasmine, please?
Yeah,
listen,
he said you run around too many poppies. He don't know.
it's funny. Y'all can actually get my Instagram and go look at it now, because I'm sure y'all got y'all phones on you.
Phones out. What is the address?
Everybody's phone came out at the same time.
Mine didn't. My phone didn't come out. What is your Instagram for DB and Roscoe Dash? Roscoe, pull his phone out.
Somebody better follow me, Roscoe. Don't play.
Ooh.
What is the Instagram?
It's JAZSMEUP.
J
Jazz me up.
J-A.
Z as in zebra. SMEUP.
M-E-U.
Jazz me up.
Jazz me up.
Yeah, I'm a stylist. So
Oh, yeah, that's you with the Tweety Bird
Okay, she got a
bun on your
bachelor's
head?
degree, man.
Okay.
Fashion and retail
All
All
management.
right. We got people with real questions, Jasmine. I'm going to go to them. All right, thank you. All right, take care. We got Rob on the line from Virginia. Go ahead, Rob. What's your question for Roscoe?
Greetings and salutations to each and every one of you this morning.
What
My
up?
question for Brother Dash is, I'm 51 years old, man. I just want to know from your perspective as far as social issues surrounding our community, what is your take on this? And as far as, like, I know NBA players and athletes don't speak out politically and on stuff like Missouri, Michael Brown. And I want to know, do you have any opinion on the way things are going socially as far as our African American community is concerned, brother? And if you do, could you tell me what your take is?
To be honest with you, man, I actually just came from Mizzou not too long ago. I actually had a concert there a couple of weeks ago. Police are out everywhere. It's just crazy, man. I really just think that people got to just start being educated on what's going on. That's where it starts. I also think that the same amount of time that we spend on World Star, the same amount of time that we spend on Hot New Hip Hop or wherever we're spending our time at, we got to spend that same time staying educated with what's going on in our community, just so we can at least be aware. Because it's easy for somebody to point out the cons, but if you're not able to point out the pros or even be able to be educated enough to avoid the cons, then you're not really doing yourself any justice. So.
Roscoe Dash. Rob, thanks for your call. And that was a great question, by the way. That was a great question. I want to play some new music.
Nice.
Okay. Did we load that? What he just said? Okay, you just handed me something. Yeah, man. We this is it. This
what you want to do first?
You only go down from here. You know that, right? Pause, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right. Something. Can we play something nobody's heard?
Yeah, let's do Merkham, man. Let's do Merkham. This is a brand new record. I dropped this on Halloween, so yeah. Let's do Merkham, man.
Okay,
produced by me and Dave and Don too, man.
Okay, that's what's up. You giving them credit?
Yeah, nah. They giving me credit. That's what's happening.
Okay, cool. Merkham. Now, Merkham, well, in my time meant that you murked somebody, meant that you murdered somebody. Is that what this means?
It could be a little uplifting too. It just depends on how you use it, man.
All right, Roscoe Dash, 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Merkham. Roscoe Dash. Murking them. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, man.
Murking these bitches.
Perception.
Yeah, perception. So, like on an average week, how many bitches you feel like you murk?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You like that? You like that, Tracy? I dug deeper. I dug in the depths of my journalistic talents for that question.
I've been a little busy lately, so I've been in a drought. Actually, I ain't gonna flex. So I'm at a low right now.
What's the longest you've gone without having sex? Like how many days since you started becoming this celebrity figure in the rap game?
I've actually gone a couple months, man. I've actually gone like 3 or 4 months before, 5 maybe. Ain't no longer than that. I can't give you 6, but that's it. Yeah,
how come rappers are always so violent when it comes to pussy? Beat the pussy up, murk the pussy. How come nobody want to make love to the pussy?
Nah,
Drake does.
Oh yeah, that's true. Love you, Drake.
I had something for that, but I think Sway pretty much.
No, share.
Hey, what you gonna say? That's my answer, not yours.
Give him credit.
You can take a credit for my answer right now.
I wouldn't do that to you, man.
I'm about to tweet that out.
I wouldn't do that. I don't know, man. I think that when you don't get enough of it, you kind of just, I guess, despise it a little bit more than others. Me, I'm a little different than that, man. I ain't your average type of person. But, you know what I'm saying? I kind of get on a little different than that.
Threesomes?
Sometimes.
Foursomes?
Who says sometimes?
He got those curly eyebrows. Like, that's his whole little secret.
And a nice, healthy hairline.
You got kids?
Yeah, I got 2 daughters.
2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are your daughters?
8 and 2.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you got a daughter, so when I had my daughter, that changed my whole game up.
Of course, this changes everything.
And you know what they say about dudes who have daughters?
What?
It's supposed to be your karma from your past life from fucking around with so many women. Now you got to see your own daughter grow up in a world where guys are hollering at her.
So when you have a daughter, will that be your karma too?
She's a man going around.
Why you mad though?
Messing around with so many women. Will that be your
Why
karma?
You mad though?
Huh?
Hey, I never said I beat pussy up. I make love.
Okay. Roscoe's like, where's this going?
Right? Eyebrows going up.
This is nasty, Sway.
This a little too early for this for anybody else.
Nasty ass radio.
Christian in Ohio. Ironically, his name is Christian. How you doing, Christian?
What up, Christian?
Right. What's going on?
He said right, bro.
Wow. Say hello to Roscoe Dash, man.
What up, Ross? I just want to say, first and foremost, to everybody at Sway in the Morning, I really appreciate what y'all do. I like y'all energy, and I am a virgin of satellite radio, so I just want y'all to know I fucks with y'all heavy.
Hey, you a citizen, man.
Sway in the Morning.
You just got your citizenship, man. You want to say anything to Roscoe?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Roscoe. From what I'm hearing from you, dog, like I hear that you have really grown as an artist and as a person. You got the maturity just about you. Just it's very, very prevalent in what you're doing right now. I mean, I really appreciate your music. I'm a fan.
I appreciate it.
Just keep doing your thing, man. I like what's going on, man. Keep making hits.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man.
And get that the appetizer, man. That's out now. That's his latest mixtape. We got Jay from BK. What's your question for Roscoe Dash?
Hey, what's going on, Room? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Fam?
All right, well, first of all, salute to everybody. Happy birthday to Heather B.
Thank you, Jay.
Hey, man, this ain't my first time here. I'm a citizen. Listen, as far as Mr. Dash, man, you've been a part of a lot of incredible circles, and you've done great things. Now, as somebody who's reached, where you've reached and gone beyond the point of just a regular person doing music, if somebody has incredible music, how do you think they should put themselves out there after the recording process?
I think after that, it's all about being consistent and being persistent. So, man, I can remember times when I had turned up, and I knew in the back of my mind that was going to be one of the biggest records of this day and age, and I didn't let anybody hear it. And when I did want to let people hear it, man, the DJs didn't want to play it at specific points in times, man. And there was records out there that I knew that my record was killing, but I just had to, remain humble, be persistent, man, and just keep doing what I love to do. So at the end of the day, that's what we're shooting for, is to be doing what we love to do. So
how should not to cut you off, but how should an artist use the internet? It's different. It changes up every so often.
And it's growing. It's growing so much, man. Like the viral market is just expanding every day. I think it's just important to use our resources, man. Like the same way that people reach out on Twitter and get these people's attention is the same way how, but you don't want to flood nobody's timeline. You don't want to be annoying. You just want to be respectful at the same time, because it's still a marketing tool for us at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be respectful of that.
Okay, cool, man. Because I know it's some dudes who might tag me 5 different times, or they're tagging 5 other different dudes. You get no look from me. But then there's other folks that I like to hit that link.
Right. Yeah, I do that sometimes
and hear something. Yeah, right? And then we play something. What's up, Heather? It seems like you got something on your mind.
No, it's true. I'm just listening to how he said the internet is changing, how people can use it, because a lot of times people do abuse, the internet. That's all.
All right. All right, that's it? Hold up. See, I know the lyric right there, HB. Roscoe Dash hanging out with us. Hold up. Man, I got a treasure chest worth of lyrics in my dome, man. I'm looking forward to memorizing the appetizer. This is Roscoe Dash's latest project. Make sure y'all pick that up. He's in the studio with us tonight, or this morning, rather. Is that mic turned on? Turn on the mics here. We got Eric on the line real quick from Minneapolis. Go ahead and say hello to Roscoe Dash. Erica, what up, Erica?
Hey, y'all.
What's happening?
Erica.
Hey, Roscoe.
How you
So I
doing?
was listening, and I just had to call in. So my dad is Tony Mogul, and you came to Minneapolis for us.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
we ate at Pizza Luce. I just had the hugest crush. My dad was like, no, he just was not going. But, I'm 21 now. I just had to call because I just had to call.
Wait,
I just posted our picture for...
You remember her?
I know exactly what she's talking about, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I know exactly what she's talking about. I only went to Minneapolis one time.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
How she look?
I was so happy.
Now that I don't remember, and I'm a little nervous.
Give us your Instagram real quick. We've been Instagram checking. DB, you want to?
I don't do Instagram. I have a Facebook, but I don't do social networks
that's a little suspect.
Man, it's not. It's not. I work at a school. So, I don't want to get myself in no trouble. And there's, parents all on the social. And, I might post a picture one night having fun. And the parent might come on Monday like, well,
okay.
You might be having a parent-teacher conversation about, well, you be doing better off if you were staying out the club. And,
So what's your Facebook address?
It's Erica, but it's spelled with an A. So it's ARICA. And then it's Pretty Estelle Holiday. PRETTYESTELLE, and then Holiday, but with 2 L's.
Okay, Holiday. You see her? Is that her?
Okay, all right, Erica.
Light-skinned girl, that's you?
Okay.
No, she goofy too, man. Be careful of that.
She in a relationship.
You so funny. I was just,
huh?
No. My dad is kind of picky.
Your dad is picky, so your dad dates the guys you go out with?
He doesn't, but my dad, I'm a daddy's girl, and, he just wants me to be focused, and he wants me to make sure, the way that guys are set up in the society these days, it's kind of flipped the script, so he just wants to make sure that, I'm staying 10 toes down, that's all.
Yeah, this guy right here, Roscoe Dash, I could speak for him, is a great guy, well-balanced individual, very smart, intelligent, calm by nature. You sat down with him. He's single,
Sway trying to auction me off.
There it is. My assist game is okay.
$19.99.
Yeah, okay. All right, so he's following you on Facebook now, okay?
All right, that sounds good. Well, thank you guys, and you guys have a blessed rest of the day.
Right,
you too, Erica.
Man, I bet you get it thrown at you all the time, man. Roscoe Dash, man. People can find you on the road too, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, man. My Instagram is URDJuice, letter U, letter R, letter D, followed by Juice. My Twitter, y'all know my Twitter. Y'all grill me every time I say some shit I ain't supposed to say. So it's at Roscoe Dash. Make sure y'all go check out that Th33sum video. We just dropped that last week too, top of the week. So yeah, man, be on the lookout for the rest of the music and go get that appetizer.
All right, and we're gonna end this off with "Go Wrong."
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna
this one of my favorite joints.
This is one of your favorite joints.
Yeah.
Why?
It's got a Tina Marie sample in it for one. Two, just because it's real, man. I've been rapping a lot about some real shit, man.
Yeah.
Some real stuff that be going on. So this is one of those things. It's actually about my last relationship. It's crazy. So
How did it break up?
I don't know. To be honest, I think it just kind of just
Nobody cheated.
Timing was bad. Nah, surprisingly, nobody cheated.
Surprisingly, this is on his Twitter.
Oh yeah, see, look at those lovely ladies that would help me out with that video, man. They're amazing.
So nobody cheated. Did y'all stop talking to each other? Or what?
Yeah, well, we still talk now. We chop it up every now and then, but it's just, sometimes timing just ain't on our side. So you just gotta, take a break before you end up not liking somebody or it gets too out of hand.
That's
so
true.
just,
Good point, man.
That's smart.
I wish I knew this at 24.
Yeah.
All right, Roscoe Dash, man. Thanks for coming through, brother.
Thanks for having me, man. I
All right,
appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. This is Go Wrong.